Hi there. Oh god. As usual, I have the music very loud on my headphones. Hi, good afternoon. Happy Friday. As usual, it's Friday, my dudes. Not Friday. I went to say Wednesday. You can clearly see by my barely open eyes and my very, very deep eye bags and my absence of lashes that I am extremely tired today. My eyes look so much smaller than usual, and my eye bags looks worse than usual. And I don't only have on concealer, I have foundation, concealer, powder, have more concealer, and still my eyes just don't cooperate. I am very tired, but there is a good motivation for me to be very tired. I stayed awake and I watched Eurovision yesterday, last night. Started at 9 p.m., ended before midnight, like it wasn't too bad. But I was so mad by the results that I couldn't fall asleep for a little while. Also, Twitter during Eurovision is just like my place. So I was there till pretty late, just like chatting with people on Twitter. Going back and forth. So, if you want to know my basically like life, what I care about Eurovision, just look up my Instagram or my Twitter, and I'm always there, and I am very clear with my opinions and my preferences. So, probably during the breaks, I will be talking about the results and everything. Of course, yesterday, for people who don't know, yesterday it was uh, the first semi-final. Tomorrow we have the second semi-final on Thursday, and then we have the final on Saturday. Of course, the thing is, I'm gonna be honest. As an Italian, why the actual fuck do we have them? Like the presenters are shit. I understand the fact that they didn't make the stage and everything as big, because unfortunately we don't. It's a bit of a smaller venue than what it was, for example, in Rotterdam, and everything. Was it in the Netherlands? I think it was the Netherlands last year. I don't remember anymore. Dutch people are in the Netherlands. Yes, the Netherlands. And I will be honest. I guess it's not too. The stage is not too bad. I like the background, but it's not as grand. But I am mad about the people there are. The presenters are just bad. I'm sorry. I understand like some people, for example, really judge Catalan, but he's the only one that is actually a music, like he has shows that he conducts as that are about music. But his English is not as good. I will be honest. Why did you Okay. I'll leave the door open for a second. And he said, actually, I think he was very, like, people say he was very anxious and very like emotional, so he struggled a lot speaking because he was getting things wrong often. But he was very anxious because it was the biggest thing he has ever done, and he has never, like, English is not his first language, so we can understand that he's not a presenter that speaks in English. And in Italy, the level of English is much lower than other parts of Europe. So he wasn't ready, I think, for the amount of, all the people. He was very anxious. The fact that it was live in all of Europe and even outside of Europe. I think it was. I don't want to apologize for him. To be honest, he could have tried more, but I think it was very anxious. Mika, he English is his first language, and I think he was pretty good. To be honest, kinda. No, I'm not muted. I'm speaking. I can see the volume. Kidding. Oh, okay. I was starting to get worried. Is something not working? I was starting to get worried. Sorry, I'm just like complaining about Eurovision before I start. Before I start streaming, because I need to get this off my chest. But like Mika was fine as a presenter. He wasn't the best, but like fine. Scare people with that shit. Don't worry. It was just like, oh god, what did I do wrong? Because if it wasn't working, that means that OBS doesn't has decided to not. What the fuck? Sorry, there was a weird noise. I was trying to check if my dog was in like trying to kill my plants. But like, every time I hear some kind of technological problem, I get very anxious. So don't worry, it's normal. And yeah, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, the last presenter that they hired was Laura Pausini, which I am sorry, she's a singer. I don't like her as singer much. It's not my vibe, but 99% of Italian music is not my vibe. I'm gonna be honest. Never was, never will, outside of some singers and songwriters, like in the 70s and 80s. That's it. But she was doing, first of all, too much. Second of all, she didn't look good. I don't know who styled her, who styled anyone. Everyone, all the stylists there should be fired because none of them look nice. It's like Català, but he was wearing a black suit, which was fine. It fit him well. That's it. Mika was wearing a absolute awful, like, baby blue suit, which I am sorry, it's a no. Just no. Like, the fact is, the concept of that suit was good. The fit was terrible. It didn't fit him. And my high school diploma was in fashion, and by fashion I mean like from the design to the production to marketing of clothing. That didn't fit him well. That's bad tailoring, and it wasn't even purposeful. Like, it wasn't like, oh no, let's have an oversized jacket with an oversized pant, because that can be done, but it needs to be still like there's needs to be a certain amount of tailoring to fit well on a person, and it didn't fit. And the color didn't suit him, and I hated it. And the only female presenter there was Laura Pausini, which she's a singer. I'm sorry, I don't really like her in general. She was doing too much, but it's not the fact that she was doing too much, it's the fact that she normally does too much, to be honest, when she's doing shows. Yeah, it's, there is a lot of excitement, but she was kind of getting annoying, and I'm gonna be honest, that's a no. I really didn't like her. Outside, like, unless they give Mika everything, just let him do stuff. It's a no. And yeah, I think last year was so good. I think it was one of the best Eurovision years last year. And most people actually, like, it became much more mainstream last year. A lot of people in Italy never cared about Eurovision till last year because they like Måneskin quite a lot, and so they were very excited to see them because it was something so different, because Italy always does the same thing. This year, I'm gonna be honest, I'm already bored about the song. I don't care. I don't like it. It's not my vibe. Unlike last year's, it was more something different. But I got annoyed at that song. I cannot hear that song. If I hear that fucking song once more, I am going to just leave Italy. I'm just gonna leave. But still, like, it wasn't this year. They're trying, but Italy is not that good. I'm gonna be honest. We are not great. And we are known also for doing things and taking way too long when it comes to music shows and everything like that. So it's not, like, I'm sorry, it's not gonna be good. I've already tried to tell people that were like from the rest of Europe that I know, they're like, this year is not gonna be good, okay? And Ukraine, because of the fact that Ukraine there's the war going on, I know they're probably it's not favoritism, because I think the Ukrainian song is good, not my style. I like the chorus, that's it. The rest of the song, I don't like it, personally. But I know that they're gonna go and they're gonna be very high, because Eurovision is 99% political. It's the reason why France doesn't win. Everyone fucking hates France in Europe. also they're fucking right-wing conservative pieces of crap most of the time. I don't mean it, but like in a political sense, when it comes to their political parties, there are no liberal. They're all basically conservatives there, and that's it. It's not that Italy's much better. Italy sucks when it comes to politics, so I don't know what the fuck we want. I think it's just because like, our the main politician that we have, Draghi right now, did good, very good when it came to COVID. And honestly, he's like the most decent politician that we have had in a long time. I'm not gonna go into politics anymore. But it's like, Eurovision is 99% politics, so of course Ukraine is gonna do good. Maybe some other countries from the Balkans are gonna be very good. I don't know how tomorrow's gonna go, but yesterday was fucking bullshit. And after this rant about people not knowing English and just Eurovision in general, and my very tired face, which I'm very sorry about, I can barely keep my eyes open. And my eyes look so much smaller than yesterday's stream. Okay, let's go into the first session. Oh god, I've been rambling for 10 minutes. See you in the next session, why Shiro has decided to join us and sleep. Let's go into the first session. See you in 45 minutes.
baby, it's me. I was just calling to chat with you a little bit. I miss you a lot. And I miss hearing your voice. Bye, hon. And I miss hearing your voice.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Okay, first break. I just noticed that I'm missing some notes that I had to finish, like, writing and stuff, and yep, that's nice. I love when I miss, like, an entire month of notes and I don't know where I put it. I love that for myself. Gotta be honest, this is why I don't take notes on paper anymore. Oh god, I just lost stuff everywhere. I lose stuff so easily. I lose everything so easily, and now I can find like an entire month of notes. Hi Edward. Just like, I don't know where it went. Okay, let me just close a couple of things. How did it go? Oh, all good. I finished writing. I finished digitalizing an entire class now because I am trying to study. I like writing because writing for some reason makes me memorize things much easier. And because this exam, because I'm not gonna get surgery maybe before this exam, I don't know, still don't know when I'm gonna get surgery, to be honest. But if I get surgery after that, I'm gonna go physically and do a written exam instead. If I'm recovering from surgery, my professor was like, yeah, don't worry, you don't need to send me papers, just tell me you got surgery and we can do the exam online simply. So should just like, I'll just have a variation. So instead of having the question written down, she'd just ask me, she'll just ask me the questions like straight up in an oral exam, just in a Zoom. So it's gonna be a bit easier, and instead of having to wait the entire process to be able to do the exam at home, because for some reason my university has decided that exams at home are something that we shouldn't keep doing, even though people maybe need it, but doesn't matter. But like at least I memorize things, and also because I'm gonna need to, it could be that I have to give it the exam written down. And right now I'm studying Italian sign language, and it's okay, let me lower the volume of the mic a bit, because I see it spiking. I hope it's not crackly. As I said, one day I'll get a mic stand and I'll be able to measure it a bit easier. Now I have to keep it on my desk, so it's not the best audio quality probably. But yeah, as I said, because I have to, it's linguistics of Italian sign language. I have to write down, and when you have to write down a sign language instead of writing down, in Italian or in English or in any other language, you have specific rules, a specific way you need to write things down, and you need to write down even components that are not signs itself, that are non-manual. So if I raise my eyebrows, it's something that has a meaning in sign language. So I have to write that down as well. And it's not easy to understand how this stuff works. So having the opportunity to write it is much easier. But still, it's quite complex at times. So rewriting down and fixing like all my notes is a lot. Like it's very useful in these kind of stuff. Also doing, because now I didn't have an iPad when I started this course, and I have half of the notes here, half of the notes on paper, and as I just said, I can't find an entire month's worth of notes. So 4 classes, I can't find the notes for 4 different classes. Where are they? Who knows? I don't know. So I'll probably have to access the shared. We have created a shared folder with all the students in the course, because at least one of us will always record the class, so we can upload it in that shared folder. So I have basically all the classes recorded, even though it's definitely not, you shouldn't do that, but all of us students have always done that. Even before COVID, when we used to go, to class, one of us would record the audio and it would just get shared, just in case anyone needed it. And it's so useful. I'm gonna say it's so useful to have the recording back, and you can look back at it. So if you lost something during class, you can always access it and write down, add things to the notes. And now that we finally, because it was published in 2020, we finally have a book that I can use to study this course. It was written by my professor, so she knows it better than anyone. So if she quotes something, she sometimes tells us, hey, you can find it in this chapter, even if it's in English, it's not in Italian. So I'm lucky that studying in English or in Italian, it doesn't make a difference for me. Like, really, I don't care. I don't even notice it sometimes. Like, sometimes I have notes that are half in Italian, half in English, simply because it's like, wherever it comes in, I'll just write it down that way. I don't really notice. And I feel like I'm very lucky, because some of my other classmates, I've to ask, how would you translate this in Italian? Does this sentence have this meaning? Am I understanding it correctly? But hopefully I can find the classes that I'm missing, so I can basically take the notes back from zero. But the class is always the same, so it's not like I've lost much. Also, I still have last year notes, so if I'm missing something, I can always add back what I had in my last year's notes, which let me show you. this is a lot of stuff for a course that lasts 6 months. Less actually than 6 months. It's like 5 months worth of course, and it is once a week. This is a lot of stuff. Okay, this is a lot of paper, and it is printed. Okay, it's not even handwritten. This is all stuff that we had to study. Luckily, she did take out a couple of things for this year, so we're relaxed. Oh god. I just lost the train of thought once again. Love it. But yeah. So, again, for people that joining me just now, I'm sorry if I look so tired today, but I spent the entire, last night, I spent it watching Eurovision, and it finished. It wasn't too late, but then I was mad because I didn't like the people who qualified, and Europe, what the fuck? Who the fuck voted for certain countries, and why didn't my favorites get in? Still. For people, I don't know if people, I think most people now, even outside of Europe, have a bit of knowledge about Eurovision, just because last year, for some reason, Eurovision became even more mainstream. Even in Italy, I used to watch it years and years ago. I started watching it and no one cared. This year, everyone cares. I don't know, but since there's a lot more people that in the beginning of stream, when I started today's stream, I was complaining because for some reason I do not like the people who are presenting. I'm gonna be honest, as a fellow Italian. What the fuck? Why do we choose certain people? I get it, but also our level of English in this country is terrible. But I'm lucky that we have Mika, who he's not Italian. English is his first language, so we just adopted him basically. He just now is here. There were a lot of countries that unfortunately they did a very good job. My sister and me watched ABBA. I'm that old. ABBA win. Oh god. But that is, it's not being old. You were part of something that was culturally amazing. Because I don't remember Sweden winning after that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if they won after that, but Sweden peaked when they got ABBA, okay? It's just that good, okay? I don't want to go over time, but I'm gonna, next break, remind me if I forget, I am gonna talk about basically, I don't know, the different songs and stuff, because I need to talk about my favorites and why citizens from Latvia were just robbed, okay? I was convinced and I wanted them to win everything, okay? I don't care. And now, after me complaining, let's go back to the next session. Also, hi dear. I didn't even say hi to you before I started talking. Okay. And Bjorn Bong won Wimbledon. Oh god. How many things? It was a year. Okay. Let's start the next session. And I'll see you in 45 minutes.
try to hide the sunlight. I don't know what's on the way. Take time just to do it right. You can't stop the light.
as always, I was too focused and I forgot. That is break time. As I said, I have to find a way to incorporate some kind of sound for the break. But unfortunately, still haven't found it. And I know there are other streamers that have that kind of ring with timer, but none of the streamers I know have it. Just streamers I don't know, so I don't want to ask because I'm awkward and I don't want to bother people. Also, I just noticed the delay is very bad today. Yeah, it's about 40 to 50 seconds, which usually doesn't happen. But today's pretty bad. Yesterday I had a 4-second delay, even if I had it. Today it's much worse. So it happens today. The internet is a bit slower, but I hope this delay will I'll able to catch up to the delay and stuff. But yes, I said in last break that I was going to talk about the performances. So the songs that were yesterday's songs in Eurovision, and for it also, people don't know, there are 2 semifinals where where the songs get selected and then go to the final, and it's usually have a day break in between. So for example, it is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Delay. Yeah, but I can see it because I just opened Twitch and I can see the countdown. So I'm pretty sure that's the amount of delay that there is. So also you can hear now the moment I just said the message. So I think it's pretty easy to understand the delay. But yes, so the songs. I didn't hate the songs, actually. Most of them I liked. But what I have a problem with is I need to not hear ballads at Eurovision, please. I don't want to be depressed. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to have to deal with listening to very, very sad music. It's not for me. And especially because Eurovision for me, watching it is just fun. And I like that Europop super trashy music, okay? I need that. If I don't have it in Eurovision, when am I gonna listen to it? But yes, actually, let me do one thing. I'm gonna open... Where is it? I'm gonna look at the songs that there were, but my favorite songs, I think it's pretty clear. One of my favorite songs was Eat Salad, which was the Latvia entry that they sent. And it's okay, the song, it's about being environmentally conscious and stuff like that, but that song brings me so much joy. It makes me laugh so much. It is so fun that I kind of hate that no one care. Why didn't that song pass? Also, let me actually, I'm trying to find the list because I know that there was the list on Twitter, because I'm sorry, I looked everything basically up on Twitter because I was tweeting the entire time basically, or if I wasn't doing weird Instagram stories, because that's just what I was doing most of the time, and I was complaining basically. Also, 99% of the tweets are people saying that why didn't Slovenia pass? Why didn't Latvia pass? Why didn't Denmark qualify? Or Albania? Albania was very good. I have it. I found it. I found the list. So, most of the songs that were qualified are very slow ballads, which I'm not certain ballads are not bad. I like most of the songs also that passed. Switzerland, I feel like is just a bad copy of last year's, which I'm sorry, I liked last year's singer better. he came second. I'm sorry. This year, don't really like the song. I feel like the song, like the message is very good because it's about masculinity and harmful masculinity and how even boys cry, basically. I think boys do cry, something like that's the title. But it's not something groundbreaking. I'm sorry. I heard the same song from many other different indie artists who made it more memorable, in my opinion. I like Greece's song. It's like a love song, but the lyrics are pretty cool. She's a very good singer. I don't mind it. As usual, Greece just brings like songs that I don't mind. I'm fine. They can pass. They can qualify. It's always like that. I don't know. I never found a song from that Greece brought that I loved, but that's fine. Also, Albania was the first one out, and she came out with so much energy. And is it my style? It was very pop girl, poppy, like, kind of like those Beyonce and Madonna and Britney Spears, like that kind of like pop girl kind of energy, which I don't mind. Like, they do have a place in music, absolutely. They've branded the pop music and culture a lot. Not my favorite, but she brought so much music. She brought so much like energy, and you could see that she did a lot of work, and there were dancers. Like, I liked it. After all, the show, like, it was a show. Latvia, of course, it's in my heart. They made they made the entire stadium scream pussy from the top of their lungs. I don't care. That song was great. The show was great. I was dancing. I didn't dance outside of one other song that I'm gonna talk about later. I didn't dance to any of them. Lithuania, I thought that there is a lot, like, it's the first song in Lithuanian that has ever been in Eurovision. So hats off to that. Do I know what she said? Absolutely not, but still. She seemed like I liked it. I liked the song. I'm not gonna talk about Switzerland, Slovenia. I'm just gonna pass through because most of these songs I don't even remember, gonna be honest. The Netherlands song, the Ukrainian song, I already said, like, it's not my style, but it was pretty cool, and we all knew that they're gonna go into the final, they're gonna place very high. We all know it's a political thing, and I'm not gonna say they don't, like, I don't care. I'm gonna stay outside of it. The Netherlands, I am annoyed at that song. I don't like it. I don't care. I don't know why everyone likes it, because it seems like it just came out like from 2013, 14 till 2016, that kind of era, and I hate it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I cannot stand it. Moldova brought the Balkans representation. I love that song. That's the only song that I wanted to qualify that actually qualified. I love that song. They're in my heart. There are a bunch of 40-year-olds making like the most Balkan pop song ever, and I love it. That's what Europe is about, in my opinion. That's European music for me. Portugal, the singer was very good. I'm glad she qualified. Croatia, I don't remember. Denmark, they're just a bunch of queer women. I'm gonna be honest, I loved it. Austria, they came out with a lot of energy, and I know a lot of my friends loved that song. So I'm kind of sad that it didn't qualify. Don't remember Iceland. Greece, I said, yeah, it was fine. Don't remember Norway. Armenia, Armenia, it was the toilet paper stage, which I didn't like the staging, but the song was it was kind of catchy. It was pretty cool. Do not remember who actually qualified, I'm gonna be honest. I only remember the ones that didn't. So I'm gonna check the people that actually qualified. Where are they? God, I'm already tired. They tweet too much. And okay. Yeah, Greece, Netherlands. I'm kind of sad Netherlands. It was a very good song. I don't remember it particularly, but a lot of people loved it, and I'm okay with it. But still, I don't know why Latvia is not there, or Denmark. I don't know why Europe hates Denmark, but they must, because Jesus Christ, they never qualify. So tomorrow will be the second round of qualifications. Also, just a tiny bit, I'm gonna explain a bit the qualification, because I know that some of my friends actually asked me how the qualification works, why not all of the countries go through qualification. So I'm gonna explain that later. I'm gonna be honest, because it's a bit of something that I don't like, but it's just what always happens. So I'm gonna drink a bit of water, and then I think we should start our next session, because the time is already finished. Oh yes, water. Finally. Feels so much better. Okay. So let's start the next session. See you for a few minutes. break time. Ooh, stretch. Let's stretch a bit because my back hurts. Let me just. Ooh. I need to. Oh my god, my poor back. Oof. Oof. Because I've been stuck without walking, and because my knee hurts, I'm still like, my back is the thing that is suffering the most, because I was so used to doing a lot, like a ton of stretching. Like I used to do back stretching, the same exercise, kind of exercises as like gymnasts for my back, because I have a very weirdly bendy back, because I don't know, extra collagen and stuff like that. And now, because I haven't been stretching my back, and I haven't been doing those kind of stretches, because they are intense, and when you need to have quite a bit of strength in your arms and also in your legs. And because I cannot put too much weight on my knee, I cannot do them like well and effectively. And if you're doing a certain level of exercises, stretches and stuff, you needed to do them very balanced and very carefully, because they can do more bad than good. And so I have stopped, basically. I basically haven't stretched in a long time, so my back has been feeling the consequences of like about like 6 months of not stretching, and it hurts. So even just sitting here, you're just during the breaks, I'm just like, yay, let's try and just like not have my spine be crunched. Also, let me explain the fact, because my friends also ask me. I feel like that's a lot of people don't know why during Eurovision, you have 2 days that are called the semi-finals, where people countries and the artists show their songs, and they get voted to go to the big final. And it's 10 songs, so 20 songs, but it's not not all the countries have to go through the semi-finals. So you have they said yesterday who they were, but usually it's France, Germany, Italy, and I think Spain, and I think another country. I think it's 5 countries. Those countries, the reason why they don't have to do it is because they are the biggest spenders. Basically, they are the countries that give more money to Eurovision, and because of that, they're like, yeah, you're going to the final, you're ensured a place in the final because you pay more money. If that is like explained it. But also, they are the major states of in the EU, in Europe. So because of that, as I said, European is 90% political. There's a little part that is based on because of the music, but it's not really. So because of that, you have, certain countries that don't go through it. But personally, it sucks. I think it sucks. I don't think it's like good. It shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. But you don't have a choice. I think every country should go through it, because sometimes, Britain, one of them is Great Britain, which sometimes does not bring the best songs. I'm gonna be honest. The UK last year didn't receive a single point from the public and from the official juries that you have from the country. So they finished with 0 points. And that sucks, to be honest. But this year they told me that the song is better. I still haven't heard it. I don't like listening to songs previously outside of Latvia's songs, because I already knew that song before it was announced that it would be on Eurovision. So you never know. But yes, this was today I just ranted. However, today was just a huge rant about nothing basically, but you never know. Okay, I almost finished writing down 3 different classes, but I had to take my old notes out because I cannot find the other notes, the notes that I took this year. So I had to take take out last year's notes from this class and just like use these. But it's a lot of classification and division into subparts because I'm just looking at the verb classifications and everything, which are this part is divided in this part, but then you have a different classification based on the connection that they have to other elements. So you have them divided in this kind of way. And oh yeah, but you have all the exceptions. So it's like very annoying, and this is the things that I always struggle to remember. Because I am not good with lists of things. Even though I understand them, it's like, do you get any point this year? Also the official one, it will be on Saturday, so I still have no idea because they are not in the qualifications. The final is on Saturday. I just saw the first round of what was I saying? The first round of semifinals. So the first qualifications. I haven't seen anything else yet. Tomorrow is the second one, so I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. On Friday, I'll tell you what kind of shenanigans go on there because I don't know. And I'm probably still gonna keep criticizing the English of the presenters because they suck. And the amount of tweets that were like, oh yeah, now I see why Italy never hosts European stuff, and I'm like, yeah, fine, it's true. We suck when it comes to conduction and organization of stuff. I'm sorry, but we cannot do it well. And I was hoping, because it started last year, and I was hoping this year would be a lot better. Like the show part of it, like the music and the performances, that even the halftime kind of performances are good. They're great, but like, they're mostly made by like the artists themselves, and it wasn't that great. Okay, but the stage, everyone was like judging the stage, and I was like, yeah, but do you know the amount of money that we don't have? Like, Italy is still in debt. Jesus Christ, do you think we are going to spend that much money? Do you know how expensive everything is? No, we spent a bit less money than, the Netherlands. We know that. Last year was going to be much more expensive, but that country doesn't have the same monetary issues that Italy has. So I was like, what the fuck do you think? Oh god. Also, we didn't have the space to do a stage like last year was. What do people expect? Every year. Ireland kept winning and it was costing them a lot. Exactly. You see, like, there are certain countries, like Italy said, like, we couldn't go over a certain amount of money because we didn't have even with the money of the tickets and everything costs like a lot, and especially counting that now this year the cost of certain things skyrocketed. We're talking about metal, we're talking about anything electronic and stuff like that. It's not like with the same amount of money in the past you could still keep, I don't know. Like, I remember Ireland had to say, like, no, we cannot keep winning because we don't have the money to do it again and stuff like that. So I think it's still like pretty hypocritical for people to be judging the expense, even though I don't think the stage is ugly. I know that it's much smaller, but also the building that the stage is in is much smaller than the year before. But this year we have public, and I'm sorry, the regulation, you have to have a smaller stage if you have a ton of people, I believe. Like, it's just like logic. But yes. Also, the fact that the kind of mascot this year is a drone, and I have such a strong hatred towards just like overusing drone shots of everything, and the fact that the theme basically is drone shots of different smaller and bigger cities in Italy for different country, for every different like country and singer and artist. I was like, do you hate me that much? Like, I know Italy, we don't. I'm not the most patriotic person, but like, do you have to make everything a drone shot? Really? Do you have to? Because I hate it. The best they were good. Now they actually, I'm embarrassed of the UK songs. Like last year, I think it wasn't. It was a bit. Was it in Italy? In Italy? This year it's in Italy. This year I think the UK brought. They told me it's a good song. Last year it wasn't a bad song. It was just like a normal pop song, nothing special. The thing is, you need to have something a bit more peculiar of your songs, otherwise you're just boring. Also, I think I'll hang out for a bit and then I'll go because today I'm very tired. I actually am very tired. I think the lighting, because it changed a bit, you can't see as much like my eye bags, but like awful. Can you imagine if the USA was in? Oh, the USA would just not do it well. I don't think the amount of American people last year who reacted to Eurovision, and the amount of people that just do not get it, it's huge. Like, I don't think they could. Or I think the only people that get it that are outside of Europe is Australians, because they just understand. Euro is meant to be a part. Exactly. Europop is just like trashy. It's funny. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be something serious. I do think it's like it has to have that. Otherwise, doesn't work. It cannot be serious. It just doesn't. Exactly. They also during the show, the break, they had like a show break, during the voting time. So when it finished, just a second after, the usual break music that they have. And they had two DJs and, oh god, who was it? Sophie, a singer. But the two DJs was the two DJs who, one was the one who, the DJ who created, I don't know if you remember the song Thunderstorm. That it's like has become a meme, but like it was a serious song, and that's European. And the other was Satisfaction, and they brought them out, and I was like, yes, this is what trashy European pop is about. It's about DJs creating songs that for some reason are just perfect. Since I watched, yeah, it makes sense. But also, in last year was good. This year is not as good, but most past like editions weren't that good. Just last year was I know, because a lot of people were hyped about the artists that went in, and the production. It was such like the Netherlands put up such a huge like production and stuff. It was very good. Also, they had one a few years ago. Yeah, exactly. But last year they had an influencer, Nikki Tutorials. She's very big on YouTube and on social media, and I think because she was one of the, she was part of it. She also did a lot of interviews backstage, I think in 2019 or 2020, and because they got her in to be one of the official presenters in it. I think because of that, a lot of people or younger people that never watched it got into it, and also her being trans representation, a lot of people, queer people also, let's all admit it, like a lot of people watch Eurovision just because it is absolutely just the queerest, weirdest thing they could create. I'm gonna be honest. That's that's just a thing that a lot of queer people watch it because it's just like a big queer fest. I'm gonna be honest, the weirdest artists are usually the one that queer people love during Eurovision. So having that representation, she was an extremely good, which I cannot say with any of the Italian ones this year, but I think like she did such a good job, and all of the other ones were very good. The artists that they invited into for the show were very good. The artists that were represented the countries were very good. Like multiple songs from last year I listened to this day, which I cannot say. Once I saw them dressed like robots walking around the stage. Yeah, exactly. Oh god, I still remember one from like, I don't remember how long ago. I think it was the early 2010s, and it was like an older, not older, but like usually you have fucking teenagers at Eurovision, but it was a bit like, I think she must have been in her 40s with like just wearing just like iridescent clothing, dressed like some kind of space weird thing, with two other ladies at their back in backup vocals, and two other dudes just dressed weirdly. I don't remember if it was in Ukrainian, or I think it was from the Balkans or like the East Northern countries, but it was so fun. And I need more fun songs like that, because otherwise it's just boring. Like, I miss that. Okay. Now that I've been chit-chatting for a bit, I think today I have to cut it a bit shorter. Yesterday I did go a bit longer than today. But I am starting to get a bit tired, and I have a couple of things to do. Iridescent. Oh god. Actually, if you leave me and trying to spell iridescent, I think I need a couple of minutes to remember how it's spelled. But also I know people that are English is a first language and they don't know how to spell it correctly. So I don't remember. Never use a word, it's too big. It's just because I don't remember. Sometimes I remember reflective, but I remember iridescent. And also, I think because I like makeup, and iridescent is a word that is used a lot describing like different things. So I still use it. Okay. I think I'm gonna go. Also yesterday, okay, you're gonna be proud of me. Yesterday that I did my first raid. I needed 5 minutes to understand how I had to do it, but I did it. I needed 5 minutes, but I did it. So I was so proud of myself, but also because it usually towards the end of the stream there's not many people, so I feel very awkward. I was away yesterday. I got 2 raids, and after that I was like, there's a lot of people and I have to go. I got raided like 10 minutes before leaving. I got raided by 2 different people that are my friends here, and then I raided another creator here. So I was like, it was just like, let's just bring everyone there. Let's just go all together. And like, it was my first time. Like, I was like, oh god, what happened? Oh my god. But today is gonna be it's just us 2, I think. So I'm gonna just go. I'll just, as usual, host someone on here once I leave, so I can say goodbye. Okay, so I'll see you on Friday as usual, same time, same place. I don't do much difference. I'm always here more or less at the same time, from 3 to 3:30. That's usually the time when I log in. I'm installing Streamlabs as I don't like OBS. I love OBS so much because I can do so much more, and Streamlabs is a bit too focused for me. But I'm a weird person and I like to complicate my life. Think. Okay, so I'll see. Yes, I like, it's just because Streamlabs is much easier to use. OBS is harder technically to use, but I feel like I can do so much more, and also it's so stripped back and so basic. Like, just the base of it is so good that I just like it. I know there are many other like softwares that are much better, but I just like my heart is with OBS still. So okay. Now I have to say goodbye because otherwise I'll stay here and chat for another 15 minutes again. Well, you can always download it. For example, you can always download it. What I did is was download it, try and set it up and see what I preferred of the two. You can do a trial with one streaming with Streamlabs, and then if you don't like it, you still have OBS. Okay, I'll see you on Friday. Bye.